there comes a silence. Not the kind that brings peace, but the kind that screams louder than words. You felt it, didn't you? A look. A tone. A message left on read. They knew. They knew exactly what they were doing. They saw the cracks forming in your spirit. And instead of helping you hold together, they pushed harder. Until you shattered. This isn't about misunderstandings. This isn't about accidents. This is about choice. They chose to hurt you. And that truth, it burns. Because how do you make sense of pain? Delivered by the hands that once held you? How do you breathe? When the air was stolen. By someone who once said they loved you? They watched you drowning. And walked away with dry feet. But here's what they didn't see. You didn't drown. You floated. You fought. You learned how to breathe underwater. Until you found the shore again. They thought your silence meant defeat. They didn't know it was a pause. The kind heroes take before rising. Because the greatest revenge is not revenge at all. It's healing. Not loudly. Not to prove them wrong. But quietly. To prove yourself right. Right for trusting your heart. Right for loving, even when it hurt. Right for choosing peace. Even when war would have been easier. And now, look at you. Still standing. Still kind. Still choosing light, even after they dragged you through shadows. Let them wonder how you did it. Let them replay the moments. When they could have chosen love. But chose ego instead. Because their story ends in regret. Yours begins with rebirth. You are not what they did to you. You are what you chose to become despite it. So when the echoes of that hurt whisper back, you weren't enough. Whisper louder. I am more than enough. I always was. They knew they were hurting you. Still, they kept going. But you? You knew you deserved better. So you kept going, too. And that is the difference. You rose with grace. You rose with power. You rose without asking for their apology. Because the truth is, you never needed it. You didn't need their validation to feel worthy. You didn't need their guilt to begin healing. You only needed this. A moment of stillness. To look at your own reflection and say, I am not broken. I am becoming. They took their best shot. But the story doesn't end there. You're not just surviving anymore. You're evolving. You're blooming. You're rising. And maybe they'll never say it. But deep down, they know they lost something irreplaceable. Because hurting someone who loved you, with pure intention, isn't just cruelty. It's self-destruction in disguise. Let them carry that. You carry light. You carry strength. You carry tomorrow. So walk forward. Not to forget the past, but to write a future, where your soul never has to beg to be treated with care again. You are the fire they tried to extinguish. You are the ocean they tried to drown. You are the mountain they could never move. They knew they were hurting you. Still, they kept going. But you kept growing. And that changes everything.